this whole concept is coming from a place where I believe that if someone comes to you, if somebody has been sent to you, that's how I like to put it, that if someone has been sent to you to help accomplish a goal, to help you accomplish a dream, to help you with your assignment, that you owe it to them. Aside the general contract of what you pay them, that you owe it to them to develop them, that you owe them a gift. And that gift is you depositing something in them or bringing out something from them that can help them in life. And so I work with teams of people, and every time I look forward to how do I help those people bring out their God-given abilities. And so today I want to just talk a little on developing the abilities in your team, developing the abilities in the group of people you work with. The first thing I want to say about developing the abilities of a group of people you work with is that you are developing an ability that is already in them. It's going to be too much. It's going to be thinking of yourself too much to think that you are going to deposit an ability in them. Okay? The most important work you can do for the people you work with is to identify their strengths and to develop those strengths in them. And just on a side note here, sometimes you might want to start developing these abilities in people, and you figure out that some people do not have any ability you need in your team. They have abilities that are not required for the work that you need to do. Do not be shy to call out those abilities as abilities that are not needed in this team. Do not be shy to point out that these kind of strengths are not the strengths you need in this team. Just do it in a way that you do not squash the person who owns this ability, okay? But there are times you have people on the team and all the strengths they show are not the strengths you need. It's the wrong capacity for the work you want to do. Please do not hesitate to call out those areas of strengths, to say this is not what is needed in this team, to remove the ability that these characteristics have to influence your team wrongly. Okay, so back to the point. How do you identify and how do you groom the strengths of the people that you work with? The first thing I want to say is to be aware. Be aware that this is what you are doing. You may have been called a manager, you may have been given a title. Just be aware that part of the task is identifying and grooming the abilities of the team. I have a team of 4 people. What is the work required and who has the disposition to do it? When people talk, take notice. When people react, when things happen, notice amongst your team members the people who have the capacity to want to do one thing or the other. The way things annoy them shows you their capacity. The way they preempt things, the way they want to pick up items, you just need to be aware that this is the work I'm doing. I'm trying to sharpen a special skill this person has, and I need to notice what skills do they have. Second thing is to inspire them. Right now that you know that those people have these abilities and everybody in the team has one, right? You cannot just be a leader that gets people to do what the task requires without inspiring them as to their ability to do more. You must take out time to inspire the people that work with you. When I think about inspiration, the greatest way you can inspire people is with words. You need to find a forum every day where you are speaking life into your team. You are encouraging them. You have to let your people know that they are capable of things. You have to show them with examples. You have to let them know that what they are doing is not ordinary. You have to show them the propensity for them to take a skill, an ability that is being overlooked in one place, that they have the propensity to do what they are doing on a larger scale. You have to show them some big picture thinking. It means that you too must have some big picture thinking. But the work of inspiring your team is on you, and you have to inspire them for far greater than they are currently doing. That's the role of inspiration. And the third thing, when you are identifying abilities, is that you must train. Of course, I can't overemphasize that. We all know that when we're working with people, some training is required. But since we are talking in terms of their ability now, it's not just any kind of training you are doing with these people. You are training them on how to utilize well the giftings that they have. Finally, on identifying and grooming the abilities of your people, it's simulating controlled pressure. It's really on you to simulate an environment where your people can deliver work under pressure. The reason is this: pressure is going to come. Things are going to happen that are going to require your team, to work under some certain pressure. And you know how the Bible puts it, say, in the day of trouble, if you fail, then your strength was originally small. It is in the day that there is no trouble that you train your people for trouble. And so you have identified some abilities, you have trained them, you have told them that there is capacity for more. Now, when there is something that seems like it can apply pressure, send them forward and stay back. Just make sure that you are there to catch them. Have you heard about how the eagle trains the baby eaglets to fly, right? When it pushes them out of the nest, it allows them to catch themselves. The ones that are going to fly will fly, but the eagle is right there to catch them when they are about to crash. So you need to simulate this environment. You see a client making trouble. This is something that you could go and sort out yourself. But sometimes you allow your team members, right? Just be there on the sidelines to catch up if there should be anything that requires escalating. But it is on you to simulate pressure. It is on you to press them. That pressure allows the abilities come out. That pressure allows those innate things to come out. You can never really say for sure that your team member is able to do something until you see them work under pressure. And remember not to waste the experience. Come out at the end of it and go through what has happened. What did you learn? What has happened? What did you learn? Pull out the lessons from those incidents and use it to shape the ability, right? At the end of this, of course, this is a continuous thing. You are inspiring, you are training, you are noticing how they respond to it, you are simulating pressure, rinse and repeat. Over time, the people who work with you, it is your gift to make sure that at the end of the day, they leave you better than they met you. It is your work to make sure that you gift them with the abilities sharpened, the abilities sharpened. They must be better. You must reach down deep to those things that they came to you with. And your job is to make those things of more capacity. Your job is to make sure that those things get better. That even if they don't get to use those skills ever again, they know it in them. That if they put in their minds to do something, they can achieve anything. Because when they worked with you, this is how much they were able to achieve. I don't care how much you are paying them. If you are not developing them, if there is no gifting in them that you are pulling out per time, you are doing them a disservice. They shouldn't be working with you. You haven't gifted them, and in the place of not gifting them, you have taken away from them, because the years they spent with you could have been spent growing in another environment. That's the work of leadership. Have a great time.